It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams.
Turning on the Jets. The 20. The 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
That coach is Coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gives it to the back on the draw. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Hawkeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the ground with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They'll run play action. Quarterback adapting. On the run, fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. It's a draw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. It's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Floats it out in space. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. He's going to run it. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Slips through the line. Quick step and go. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. play of the period will be a second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with us send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Whips it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go.
And the pressure gets to him. And another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Brings it to the open. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Hawkeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in...
There he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. He's loose on the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to take off. Crosses the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Reynolds. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
35, Penn State 24.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're
can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
They run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back. Turning it on! And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
This one's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. At the 30, trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Iowa!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How
breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Norton. Sprinting away. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Some running backs just have a nose for the end zone. That guy did a great job there in the two-point play, running that one in.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wideout level noise. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. He's got it along the sideline. He was oh so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mole has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to... Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Defense playing a bail technique. They go to the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now they'll run the draw. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it, using his legs to buy some time. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He's looking to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants, buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois.
Snatch it quickly on the left.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. Turning it on. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the catch. It's Kruger. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing the turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Caught over the middle. It's Norton. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 20, he's got space. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of